It is craft room purge day, baby. It's starting to be really nice and warm outside, and that just makes me want to throw everything in my house away. You know what I mean? So this evening my plan is to just like open the window in there, get the good vibes going, try and get rid of as much stuff as possible, obviously with sustainability in mind, so anything that can be donated. I'm gonna try and rehome stuff as much as possible. There's just a lot of stuff in there that I don't need, probably won't use, it's just taking up room. There's just stuff shoved in every corner. So I want to try and get that under control today. I'm gonna really expose myself here. We're gonna go on a quick current state of the craft room tour. So you understand why I want to do the craft room purge. Hey, it's me from the beyond. I didn't have the mic on for a lot of this. I'm very sorry. Okay, anyway, on with the show. I also want to have realistic expectations of what's gonna get done between now and when I turn into a pumpkin at 9:30 p.m. I always think things are gonna take a lot less time than they actually take. So I'd love to get this handled today, maybe, at least emptied out. A lot of my problem is that just like the trash man and people that have craft supplies that they don't want just come and dump them in my house, and then I feel bad throwing them away. Maria and James, I did you like a fifth of the wedding cross stitch and then stop. Try and bag all of this stuff up. So I've got at least a few bags here. And then back up tomorrow. Good morning. Day 2 of the craft room purge 2026. I left off with, I got this set of cabinets nice and cleaned out. Over here, I went ahead, I also got this cleaned out. I got my little drawers here. I didn't realize that I could do this kind of setup, so I'm probably gonna get one more to sit here, and I'll have 4 sets of them. I actually don't even know what I'm gonna put in them yet. I'm just really excited that they're here because I feel like I have so many like that top drawer has got crochet hooks and knitting needles and stuff in it. I don't ever have a place to put those. There's a drawer with vinyl stuff in it. I don't have a ton of vinyl stuff, but I do have some, so I wanted somewhere to put that. Things like that. I'll probably move like my craft scissors, my crafting scissors and stuff, like my sewing scissors are in this little sewing machine right now. The drawers are just small, especially for like big fabric scissors, pinking shears and things like that. So anyway, I definitely still need to tackle this corner and this little pocket full of stuff. This box is full of like retail display stuff that I'm obviously not using super frequently, but I also don't want to get rid of it because I might need it again. So I'll probably try to box it up and take it to our little shed in the backyard. I've got to deal with this. I got little buckets to put in the cubbies to help maybe make that less ugly. But I'm also thinking I'm gonna move the embroidery setup to this corner so that it's with the sewing machine, and that's kind of like a good work area. And then maybe move all of this prettier stuff over here. In the background of videos, you're getting kind of pretty over here. It feels very college dorm in here, and I am 27 years old. That's, I think, the crux of my problem. This is just a lot. There's also stuff on this bulletin board. I was telling my friend this yesterday. I was like, I have a bulletin board in my craft room that has your wedding invitation on. And she was like, throw that away. All my friends made fun of me when I made this. What do I do with him? I can't send him out into the world. He'll never make it. He has to stay here somewhere. This is one of my first like big old plush amigurumis, and you can see I didn't even realize that his head's on backwards. This is the back. Whoops. I also used I used like the hook size that they recommend on the yarn. Don't do that. If you're wanting to crochet big plushy things, you need to use a smaller hook than what the yarn says, because it will look like this. And you'll see all the stuffy through it. So don't do that. Oh, and then this is the back of Glovey. Where I'd put, I think I tried to crochet him a face. It was scary. And I'd already hot glued it on, like I was trying to trust the process. It did not look good, so then I had to like just try and whack it off. There's just hot glue all over it. And then I made a felt face, which is a lot better. But anyway, I don't know what to do with these two. I'll hide them in the basement. This one, however, is an amigurumi that my grandma crocheted for me. She crocheted for a lot of her life, and she's not in good enough health now and can't see well enough to really do any of that stuff anymore. But look how cute he is. It says Obby on it. Does that look better though? I kind of feel like it's not really even the container that's the problem. It's like, I don't think I like this. So I made that one. Oh, hello. I made that one because I couldn't find the original one because of how it was a disaster in here. And then I knew, because that's how life works, as soon as I made another one, I'd find the one that came with it. So, still on the fence about moving the embroidery machine over here. I feel like that makes the most sense though. This got broken. Why is it still in here? I was a camp counselor for many years. I was also the craft counselor. Hello. And we would just make stuff out of random stuff around. So one time I made all the kids go pick out a rock. We made pet rocks. I love how this is looking. This over here is good. I honestly was thinking I'd want to move these, but I think I'm gonna leave them there. It's cute. So I did a couple of things while you guys weren't watching. I'm sorry, I forgot. So I put this stuff here. I think it'll be cute, like at this angle. That big picture has been in my closet for a while. I've got my vintage Singer there that I use as an ironing board and for some storage. So that's there. I think that looks really pretty. There was a lot of stuff down here in this corner. Obviously got rid of that. My biggest question though is for my crocheting girlies. Y'all, what are we doing with the big box of polyfill? Where do you put your big box of polyfill? There's not a closet in this room, and I don't know where to put it. It may end up having to go like in some really weird spot in the house. I cleaned out that cart. So the bottom of the cart is whips in timeout. Middle is whips not in timeout. And the top is just like embroidery, stabilizer, and hoops and stuff. Because I typically, well, hey, look, I moved the machine over here. But anyway, I typically do all of my, I can't point. I do all of my prep stuff here on the cutting mat, and then I would take it across the room to embroider. But now that the embroidery machine is right here, that's perfect. This embroidery machine that's over here is going to go live at my friend's house for a little bit because she's been wanting to try embroidery. I got that one for free from my mom's friend. Thanks, Sandy. And it takes like the cards. It's very limited in what it could do. So I bought a bunch of cards on eBay and then immediately upgraded, so I didn't even use them. But she wants to try, so I'm going to let her take that one home for a little bit, and it won't be here. So this is a very trinket forward craft room. This is a very trinket forward YouTube channel. So that's where the trinkets are. So all that leaves as far as to-do list is this pile of stuff. I am still probably going to do some with some of this stuff. Oh gosh, that's ugly. I need to clean that cabinet out too. That's got a bunch of craft stuff in it. Don't look over there. Okay, bye. Let's get this little box handled and we should be all done, and it'll be time for a reveal. folks ready for the reveal? It's a weird thing to say. So there it is. That's the new state of the craft room. I'm super excited about this. It took maybe altogether like 4 hours. Let this be inspiration if you're like me and you like really hoard craft supplies and you've got, you know, stuff that's been rotting in your craft room that you know you're not going to use. It's not serving you. Go ahead and donate it. Get rid of it. Pass it on to the next person. I feel like I really get blocked creatively if things are kind of cluttered and messy. It really just helps me feel like I'm in control and like, does that make sense? Like, I feel like my brain can breathe when I'm in a nice cleaned up space. So, hey, so thanks for coming with me. I hope you enjoyed this very therapeutic craft room cleaning. And I hope you enjoy your own spring cleaning. Bye.